Hey, this is Pastor Steve, and something that I really felt compelled to do lately, actually just yesterday, was to start for at least 40 days and maybe even longer with coming up with a word for the day. And the word that I want to come up with first is suffering. And in Romans chapter 8 and verse 18, the Apostle Paul reminds us that the suffering that we may have to go through in this life cannot be compared to the glory that we can receive for eternity in this place called heaven. And so I got to thinking, well, what is it about suffering that can be positive? And there's really four things that I come up with. And the first one is it does remind us of heaven where there won't be any. So when we go through suffering, we can say, well, hey, most of our life, which is most of eternity, we will not have to go through any suffering. And so it's a reminder. And second of all, it humbles us to where we must depend upon God. When everything's going well, we might just not think so much about calling upon God. But when troubles come and we suffer, we tend to spend more time looking to God and praying to God. And also, third, it identifies us with Jesus, because Jesus suffered on the cross, Jesus suffered for us, and it identifies with us. And then fourth, it really allows our light to shine, because people notice how we act under suffering. And people can say, well, how can they be positive? How can they do this? It's because we have a relationship with Jesus Christ and we have Him living in us. So again, look forward to that next word tomorrow.